George Young and Billy Wright led Scotland and England onto the field at Wembley for the top international of the season. 100,000 saw Scotland kick off. England in white shirts had to bring their defence into action. Scottish inside left Moody tried to find Fernie, but Roger Burns beat him to it, and England breathed again. But not for long. Right back, Jeff Hall's clearance was intercepted. Huey put his outside left Tommy Ring in possession. Young Hodgkinson watched him advance. Neither Clayton nor Wright stopped him. Ring scored a lovely goal. The goal down in 60 seconds, England attempted to do something about it. Jeff Hall tried to atone for his mistake by having a go. Then Matthews delighted the crowd in a duel with Scotland's left back John Huey. Honours on this occasion were in Stanley's favour. This might have been the equaliser, but the ball went over the bar. Matthews wasn't the only veteran on show. Captaining Scotland with more international caps than any other Scot, George Young barred the way down the middle. Younger noticed Matthews unmarked. There was another duel between the maestro and Huey. This time Scotland were perhaps a bit lucky to escape at the expense of a corner. So at half-time, Scotland led 1-0. It was anybody's game. The equaliser came when the second half was 17 minutes old. Finney passed to Granger, the outside left centred. 22-year-old Derek Kevin headed home. Scotland had paid the penalty of not crowding on the pressure when they led in the first half. They were now fighting level, the advantage lost. But Billy Wright and his co-defenders had some terrible moments at this stage, and somehow England weathered the storm. Scotland had more bad luck when Willie Fernie's header bounced behind with the goalkeeper beaten. A free kick just outside the penalty area. Hodgkinson saved beautifully. Once again, England had the escape of a lifetime. With only 7 minutes to go, England got the winning goal. Scottish right half McCall made a bad pass. Edwards got the ball, saw his chance and whammed it home from 25 yards out. So England won 2-1.
Congratulations, Billy Wright. So said the Premier, and so say we all, including his wife Joy, only 6 days a mother. Wright had a wonderful surprise to see her at Wembley, but with the other two Beverley sisters, she was there. And England in white shirts kicked off against Scotland in Billy Wright's 100th international. In goal for Scotland was Dundee's tower of strength, Bill Brown, tested early and safe as a rock. Would it be a battle between the Scots defence and the Charlton, Haynes and Broadbent brilliance of England? Graham Leggett thought otherwise, attacked for Scotland and was brought down. Scotland had a fair share of early play. Uncertainty by Ron Flowers might have been dangerous, but Eddie Hopkinson got the ball away. Interchanging positions by England's forwards, especially Charlton, worried the Scots defence. On the alert, Bill Brown watched England outside left Holden past the Broadbent. Brown came out, saving at the expense of a corner. No score at half-time. Scotland were soon dangerous after the interval. Graham Leggett passed to Dick. Hopkinson did well to save his shot. Scotland's captain, Bobby Evans, started another attack, passing to Bobby Collins. The inside right sent the ball to Doherty, and that excellent right half made ground towards the English goal area. It spelt danger, and as the ball came in from the right, Hopkinson fumbled. Hurd's shot was deflected. Inside left, John Dick put the ball to Willie Ormond. This time, Hopkinson saved brilliantly. From now on, England mostly had the ball in the Scottish half. Much brilliant approach work was at last rewarded. Over on the right, Brian Douglas centred. Charlton was there with a lovely header. It bounced in. It was the only goal of the match. Bill Brown's great goalkeeping was one reason. England's poor finishing was another. Brown saved again from Charlton this time. England well deserved to win.
Wembley was at its best as England and Scotland took the field. For the first time, the Queen, accompanied by the Duke, was there to see a match between these ancient rivals. England won the toss and Scotland kicked off. England in white shirts. And who could have guessed 100,000 spectators were to witness a goal rush? Jimmy Greaves gave a perfect pass to Robson, and he scored. A goal up in 9 minutes. Already England moved so fast it needed slow motion to appreciate it. An escape for Scotland, then danger for England. Fortunately, the reliable Ron Springett had a piece of luck, and at last left-back McNeil got the ball away. Then, that £100,000 worth of footballer Jimmy Greaves scored goal 2. Scottish right half Mackay tried a long shot, only to find Springett on the alert. In goal for Scotland, Haffey wasn't having all the luck, but no mistake this time. The England forwards were beginning to look like world beaters. In centre, Bobby Smith led them beautifully. Greaves took his pass, and it was goal number 3. 3 goals in 29 minutes. No wonder England supporters felt on top of the world as Smith kicked off in the second half. Scotland now fought back. Their hopes rose when a foul was given against England just outside the penalty area. The kick was entrusted to right half Dave Mackay. He pierced the defenders, one for Scotland. Haffey just saved from Charlton, a narrow escape. Johnny McLeod sent the ball to outside left, Davy Wilson, and it was Scotland's second goal. England now led 3-2. The Scots were back in the game again. Bobby Charlton failed to get another for England. Douglas scored after a free kick, and England's 5th goal came from Bobby Smith. Even now, Scotland didn't lose heart. Though England led 5-2, Pat Quinn scored their 3rd. Quinn tried to see if he could do it again. England were really lucky this time. Johnny Haynes scored from the edge of the box. Oh, it's terrible. 2 minutes later, the ball found Haynes again. Like a flash, it was in the net. It was fantastic. England now led 7-3, and from Springett to Bobby Smith, they couldn't do anything wrong. Barely 60 seconds after Haynes' last goal, Greaves scored again. A hat trick for the Chelsea wonder, and England hadn't done yet. Bobby Smith got goal number 9. For Scotland, a sad day. Johnny Haynes received the British International Championship trophy from the Queen. A proud day for English football. England in white shirts and Scotland come onto the field in sedate international fashion for the keenly awaited clash between these age-old foes. In charge is Dutch referee Leo Horn. Jimmy Armfield leads England, Eric Caldo Scotland. England win the toss and 100,000 spectators see the great game begin. Scotland playing from right to left. 30,000 have crossed the border to cheer them. John White puts over a dangerous centre, but Banks is able to clear. Again, the Scots attack. And again, Banks keeps his goal intact. This is the sort of play the crowd love. And the majority love it even more when Bobby Smith gets going. In the Scots goal, his clubmate Bill Brown gets the ball away. Now tragedy. Both Smith and Caldo on the ground injured. It looks serious as the Englishman is put onto a stretcher. The Wembley turf claims 2 more victims. Scotland's captain is also carried off. His left leg broken in 2 places. Never before has an international had so bad a start. But the game goes on. Left half Jim Baxter steadies himself. Shoots. A goal for Scotland. 2 minutes later, Willie Henderson's brought down. A penalty. It's Baxter to take the kick. Another goal. England are 2 goals down after only half an hour. And not even Jimmy Greaves can find the target. Once more, Scotland bear down on the goal, and again Banks has to save. And at half-time, it's still Scotland 2, England 0. England kick off in the second half. England are on the move now, as if determined to atone for their bad first half. And the one English forward to show international form so far, Brian Douglas, wins a corner. No danger to the Scots here. Scotland on the offensive again, and now it's their turn to win a corner. Willie Henderson places the ball perfectly. How the English goal escapes seems a miracle. For a short spell, the game is all England, yet the goals simply do not come. Jimmy Greaves just can't find the net. At last, consolation for England. Douglas scores. Nothing can stop Scotland. This is the finest team they've fielded for many a year. But there are no more goals. Very deservedly, Scotland are the winners 2-1 when the final whistle blows. What a wonderful side. What a marvellous victory. If the Scots are jubilant now, you should have seen them that evening. England on the right and Scotland take the field at Wembley for the #1 international of the season. For sharpshooter Jimmy Greaves and his teammates, and for Scotland, it's a great day. England kick off. They're in white shirts, playing left to right in this half. It's the 82nd encounter between the old rivals, and whether in Glasgow or here at Wembley, there's nothing to equal the match, England versus Scotland. Banks saves a hot shot, just as well for England. Centre forward Barry Bridges thinks he has a chance here, but shoots outside. At centre half for England is that pillar of Leeds, Jackie Charlton. He passes to brother Bobby. It's a goal. Stung by that reverse, Scotland compel England skipper Bobby Moore to pass back. Once again, Banks comes to the rescue. After 34 minutes, a pass finds Greaves. Another goal. That 2-0 lead is a great tonic for England. And from a corner, they might have got another, but Scotland's defence isn't caught napping. Now at the other end comes a chance for Dennis Law. Goal for Scotland. Tragedy now for England. Ray Wilson badly injured. Wembley has claimed another victim. Scotland kick off after the interval. England are a man short now, though still leading 2-1. Banks in action again in the England goal. Another English player injured. Johnny Byrne this time, his right knee twisted. Pressed by Law, Gordon Banks does well here to save his goal. Scotland pile on 100% pressure to get the equaliser. Again, it's Law and Banks. And there seems no stopping the Scots. On the line, George Cohen gets the ball away, but Ian St John heads a goal. 2-2. Can the depleted England side hold out? To the joy of their supporters and the dismay of Scotland, that is what they do, though not without many anxious moments. The general vote, an unforgettable international.